Alrighty, yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. DDG94 here, back with another reaction video. And with it, we finally are here. When 2K and EA Sports tried first-person games. This should be interesting. The only one I know, the only 2K game, only game I know from 2K or EA that had first person was the football games. I think Madden 05 had first person. Madden 05, Madden 06, one of them. I know 2K5 had first person. Well, 2K in NFL 2K in general had first person. They had it in all their games, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, so without further ado, let's get right into it.
Sports games give you so many different camera options to work with. Like, look at the spectator camera in modern WWE games. You can just do anything. Damn, how far back can I go? Damn, we're still going? Finally, it let me stop. I'm so high up, I'm watching this match with Eddie Guerrero. But there are some games out there that let you experiment with a first-person perspective. Now, you have a ton of games that use VR, and maybe we'll look at those games someday, but I'm talking about a regular game. And 2K were experimenting with this a little bit. Here we have the most famous example, NFL 2K5. Now, you'd think this is the first football game to ever use a first-person perspective, but no. Madden 64 had a helmet cam, and those of you that are veterans of this channel would know that the FMV game Quarterback Attack with Mike Ditka also had first-person elements.
A little second longer, and you're going through the meat grinder.
RP to that brother right there. You gonna eat your cornbread? Maybe I'll eat your cornbread. Ain't nobody feed my cornbread. If the next motherfucker think they gonna even think about eating my cornbread, gonna get part 2 of my killing spree. God damn it.
I'ma grind your meat up, buddy. I'ma grind your meat up.
For NFL,
hey, yo.
Everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy
2K5
party,
goes all the way with it. So much so that they actually trademarked it. This mode really does put you through the eyes of the player for a more immersive experience. You can see the face mask, the visor, and you even have the name up there to show you who you're controlling. The commentary is turned off, but you can hear players talking trash to each other on the field.
Don't be shocked when you can't get open, Jeremy. You ain't nothing, Brett.
Come on, Pennington. At least make this a little bit harder for me.
Each time on the offense, you even get to pick a play and you can hear the QB call it out.
Fire, F-split quads. Green, 12, 50, on three, ready?
Even at the start of the game, you walk up to do the coin toss with the coin that looks like one of those little chocolate coins. In terms of the gameplay, it really puts you into the quarterback perspective like no other game, simply because you can't see. Never mind your vision being obscured by the face mask or your helmet, your vision is being blocked by the lineman.
Fuck out of the way, I can't see.
You have to use the right stick to look around, to take account for what rush is coming in, to see who's open, and to make sure you don't run over your own guy.
Move, bitch.
Sorry, my boy. If you can't do that, you're getting sacked.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, this shit is fire.
Man, that can't be good for Brett Favre's welfare. The issue I have with playing quarterback is that turning the camera is pretty difficult because when you move the right analog stick, you immediately snap in that direction. The camera is so sensitive you'd think it was a Twitter user. It's more of a novelty to play quarterback this way. Like, wow, look at what the quarterback has to go through in real life. Okay, put the regular camera back on now, please. On defense, you don't really have this problem because the camera is always locked onto the ball. And rushing in with a blitz and getting a sack is one of the most satisfying things you could do while playing this.
Oh yeah, that should be fire.
Oh shit, Darren Sharper, one of the most hardest hitting safeties in the league.
Trust me, I only want to look through the eyes of Darren Sharper on the football field and never any other time. Now, there is the whole switching between players aspect. In a game like Backbreaker, which has similar camera principles, I complain that switching between characters can be super confusing because you are jumping from one player to another while having the camera so close you think it was one of those awkward WWE fan meetups. In NFL 2K5, the solution to this is slow motion, and a whole lot of it. There's slow motion when you catch the ball, there's slow motion when you switch between between players, and there's slow motion that you can manually activate yourself when you press R3. Now, it might sound like a dumb idea to give a football video game the same amount of slow motion that you'd find in a Max Payne game, but this little addition makes for a mode that's much more enjoyable to play, especially the QB position. Now, when moving around, your point of view is facing forward, or if you're on defense, facing the ball. But the movement you see right here where I cause a pass deflection, in reality looks 10 times goofier. Other way! The best possible thing to do in this mode, and I'd actually play a career mode like this, is running the ball with the running back. On special teams, it's fun on either side of the ball, but running with the running back is by far my favorite thing here. Trying to quickly find holes that the offensive line opens up or getting surprised by a hit that I didn't see coming is really fun. Like, if first person football were to ever come back, I'd really just like to play it as the running back. As far as the overall mode goes, it's a cool experiment, and if you really love first person football that much, you can play with it in franchise mode. I wouldn't play this over the regular camera outside of the novelty aspect of it all, but it would have been interesting to see how future NFL 2K games would have expanded on this. Well, 2K didn't just do football in first person, they also did baseball too. ESPN Major League Baseball also has a first-person mode, and we'll check it out if the game ever stops freezing.
This is Carl Ravitch here at our Baseball Tonight studios as we get you set for a little exhibition baseball here on ESPN. Baseball Tonight studios as we get you set for a little exhibition baseball here on ESPN. Baseball Tonight studios as we get you set for a little exhibition baseball here on ESPN. Baseball Tonight studios.
This is #1 bullshit.
Okay, I regret to inform you that this mode is absolutely terrible. Yeah, it doesn't translate as well as NFL 2K5 did. You don't have all the little immersive things that NFL 2K5 did, and the gameplay isn't that great either. Pitching is okay, you just select the pitch and where to aim it, and that's really it. When hitting, you are looking at this through the perspective of the batter, which is the whole point, I get it. But for a video game, it's at an angle where you legit can't tell what's in the strike zone or what's out of it. And
that's kind of stupid. Like, I would like to be in the POV of the batter, but make sure that the strike zone is still there so I know that when the ball gets big enough, I know to swing.
It's kind of a big deal because if you can't see the ball, then you can't hit. And if you can't hit effectively, then, well, what's the point of this mode? Playing the field is not that great either. The very first fielding opportunity that I had was a fly ball in foul territory that I caught. But I realized I caught it with my second baseman, which makes no sense. What was my first baseman doing? Let's look at the replay. Wow. So there's really not all that much to say. There's also this thing called action cam you could choose. This is kind of a mixture of both first person and third person cameras. The pitching is in first person while the fielding is this close up behind the shoulder view. Hey, I can actually see what I'm doing. Wow. The same thing with hitting. They give a close but traditional view, and I can actually have some type of pitch recognition now. Wow. When you swing and make contact, the game slows down and shifts you into a first person view to still try and give off the first person feel, I guess. So yeah, the fact that action cam is a thing signifies to me that the developers knew the regular first person mode sucked and tried to offer you up an alternative. You cannot use first person mode in franchise, and this feature would be taken out of every future MLB 2K game. Hey, at least I actually got a home run, so here, enjoy that footage.
Here's the pitch. And gone.
Now, to do a quick lightning round on stuff in the same vein, modern MLB The Show games in their career mode you can field in first person, and you can even set up the hitting view to be as close to first person as possible, so there's that, I guess. In NBA 2K7's 24/7 mode, it starts out like it'll be first person. Your character walks like he's Godzilla. Then you challenge Shaq to a free throw contest in first person. But the game after that is just regular NBA 2K basketball. In SmackDown Just Bring It, you can explore backstage areas in first person. In SmackDown vs. Raw 2008 on the PS3, you could press a button and it'll be in first person, but only during the entrance. That's all I could think of. I'm sure there's more. Leave some in the comments. Get that engagement up. Hype up the video. That means a lot, I think. Well, anyway, the last game we'll talk about is Fight Night Round 3. If you were to buy Fight Night Round 3, you probably wouldn't see a first-person mode. That's because it was only on the PS3 version. Yeah, remember when consoles would get exclusive features? Fight Night was my first PS3 game, so this little feature didn't make me feel like a complete loser for owning a PS3 when nobody else did. Funny enough, Fight Night is not the only boxing game with a first-person mode. Hell, it's not even the only EA Sports boxing game to have it. Knockout Kings has a first-person camera option, and oddly enough, you could change the camera view to your opponent's perspective as well. So it's like you're fighting through the eyes of your opponent. It's like a second person view. Fight Night Round 3 does first person the best in my opinion. It's a mixture of good execution and the fact that boxing is a sport that translates well to first person. I'd say better than any other sport. I cannot tell you how cool it is to slip and hit counters in this game. Even more satisfying because Fight Night has super underrated facial damage. Seeing the absolute mess you made of your opponent's face while fighting him is a nice touch. It's more than just a camera option though. Each time you take a strike, you get hit with a mini Call of Duty flashbang, and these dark patches start covering up the screen the more damage you take. I like to think this is the physical representation of CTE forming in real time, but it can be a little scary when your opponent gets you trapped in the corner and he starts to go for the kill. To get the true authentic experience, you could turn down the commentary volume and just hear breathing.
Hey, this is actually pretty dope. If we can get on
This is a true ASMR dream right here. This view is also available to play in your career mode too, so to be quite honest with you, I enjoy this more than the regular camera. I feel like you could see the punches coming better here. The only complaint I have with it is sometimes I have trouble judging the distance for these punches, but it's nothing you can't get used to. After this, the first person view would be abandoned in the next two Fight Night games, which is unfortunate, and the UFC series by EA would never touch it either. Oh well, at least we get to look at the ring girls, right? Damn, girl! Wait, why does she look like the neighbor girl from the Spider-Man movies?
Alrighty, man. I just gonna about do it for this one for sure. These first, I remember there being some first person. I thought Madden had a first person. If I wasn't mistaken. Apparently, I must have been mistaken. I thought Madden had a first person. Mandela effect. Anyway, so I'm just gonna about do it for this one. I will see you on the next video. Till then, deuces.